Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode, episode 7 of Aurora 4X as the Commonwealth of United Stars. Before we get into today's episode, I do want to say big thanks to everyone for the support. Last episode really hit it off. If you guys can keep that going, that'd be fantastic. If you want to, you can also become a YouTube member and support me financially in a more direct way, and that also is really helpful. So to those people, you get your name shouted off in the end of the video. In the last episode, we had managed to defend ourselves, building up a Cygni defense station, or just a deep space defense station, that will allow support of our needs. So we had, I did make a mistake here that we'll need to rectify with Space Master, but we had basically proving that this was the right call. By having this here and having our frigate squadron, we found an enemy ship that jumped in, and then we sent in our frigate squadron to go and destroy that enemy ship, and so we were largely speaking fine. We have taken a big hit to our commercial shipping either way, but I believe we have a new path ahead, ladies and gentlemen, a new path ahead. And we're going to make sure that never happens again, and hopefully it never will. Another thing that I want to mention is that you guys came in with a lot of great planet name suggestions. And so we're going to go through and start naming some planets. So, we just colonized the system of Silesia. Now, one thing that I want to be sure about the system of Silesia, if we go into, well, let's have a look at the galactic map, right? So, we have Silesia here. We have 61 Hydra. Now, 61 Hydra is largely empty. It does have some planets, so we can make a defensive base there. And then we have Silesia. We need to make sure that that shipping lane is going to be secure. So, if we look at 61 Hydra, we have the jump points are located here and here, okay? That is a distance of approximately 450 million kilometers. We need to be able to defend this area and ensure that we are safe. So I'm going to start off with colonizing this dwarf planet. And that will... there's also some corundum here we can mine, but we will use that as kind of a listening post and to a fast response force to these areas. Now, it's not as close to things as I would like, but we'll have to make do. Then, in Silesia, we have this, which is a very long distance. I want to start putting mines at these areas and jump points. We also need to still work on those orbital defense platforms, the monitors. If you have a look here, the Balladeer class monitors. I am considering putting a small engine on, but I don't think we can fit it just right. So we're going to order those up. So I'm going to go for space station. Oh, we can't do this in space station, can we? We need fighters. Industry, fighters. We're going to order up, let's do 30 of these. I'm going to put them 100%. And then let's go through, again, the naming. So in the system of Silesia, Silesia B, we're going to name the gas giant in the system, which we'll be getting a lot of our fuel from, potentially. We're going to name it. Let me have a look for names. Anything similar. Let's go for Makara. There we go. We're going to go for Silesia. It's going to be called Makara. And then in terms of colonization, I want to begin moving over to Tau Ceti because there's a lot of very good amounts of resources. I mean, look at these resources on this planet in particular. Some very good habitability over there. So, we're going to get stabilizing in that direction, and we're going to start colonizing in that direction. So, I need to get a jump stabilization station ready. We have a couple jump stabilization stations ready to go here. We'll just track to one. To the 061 Cygni, and then we're going to release that on to, I believe it's Beta Antillier. Yes, this is Beta Antillier, which is an empty system, which is kind of an in-between as needed, and then we're going to just hover over San Martin Colony. Speaking of San Martin Colony, we should be starting to move over additional things. So Basilisk has actually got 16 automated mines now, and it's starting to get some mining on the way, so hopefully we'll be able to begin shipping resources back. As part of this, I'm going to create, and I think I want industry, naval shipyard complex is building. Okay, when that ordnance transfer station set is done, I'm going to create a couple commercial stations because I want to create a small freighter that can carry stuff short distances. it'll be a lot less overall efficient. Like, it doesn't have to be as efficient for the long haul. So, and then I'm going to create a new freighter. Okay, copy. And what that freighter is going to be able to do is it's going to have the much more power reduced engines on it. 30% with a size 60 engine. That gives us 180 power. The prototype. So that will reduce fuel consumption, hopefully quite significantly. So we're going to rename this to the... we're going to do the A version. We'll do A. And then we're going to get rid of the engines. We're going to slot in these newer engines. 1, 2, 3. So that gives us a slower speed, but in terms of range, that nearly 3x is our range because of the significantly reduced speeds here. In fact, we can go for, I think 1,000 kilometers per second is acceptable, but we massively increase the range of our freighters. In fact, I potentially want to build a bigger freighter than this, but we don't have the shipyard capacity to do so. But I am going to get that underway and get that into research as soon as possible. So we're going to order up for that to be done. So get that engine on the way. That'll be done in about a year's time. We do need to bring our frigates back to the defense station. So I'm going to send over our frigate squadron, which is currently Destroyer Wing. You're orbiting Griffin, San Martin frigate squadron. You are, yeah, you're going to resupply and you're going to join the Sun Fleet. Good. Because we're running out of MSP here, and I think that's because I made a mistake on the tracking station. It needs to be set for supply ship, yes, but we need to put in cargo shuttles. So I'm going to unlock design and put in cargo shuttles. Otherwise, they can't transfer MSP around. So we're going to do that. Oh, we also need to ceasefire because we were shooting things, and that's going to probably confuse stuff. We also probably want to go and reload, and that's why I want to move over Ordnance Transfer Station to San Martin so that we have Ordnance in the nearby area that we can obviously reload, which would be of some use. So if I go over to freighters, oh, we really took such a big beating to our cargo capacity, and that's, you know, it's going to cause us some issues here. So they've joined that squadron. Now their maintenance clock hasn't gone up, right? Their maintenance clock is where is it? Destroyer squadron here. Maintenance clock has started to go. I'm gonna check if this is working. Yeah, it's working. It's working. The maintenance clock's going down. It's staying at the same, but it's going down, which is exactly what I want to see. So I'm not concerned about that. All the transfer station completed. I'm not sure if we have any free freighters to do much with, unfortunately. Again, we do have these two colonies growing. We've also obviously got Manticore growing. We've got military academies on the planet as well. There isn't much else for this planet to really do besides grow population. But yeah, it looks like most of our fighters right now are busy moving over automated mines. So there's not much that we can really do there. So the game has slowed down quite significantly. I'm surprised. Is it because I'm updating things? Probably, if I check my... No, okay, we should be good. So that was... Did we deliver? Oh, yes, that was the Geological Survey Battalions we delivered. So they should, in due time, do quite a bit of geological surveying for us. So I'm going to keep a record of San Martin. This is the resources we currently have. Okay, and we have started to move over some mines. How much is that now in... then we'll see if that improves at all. It may not. It may improve. We will see. We can now begin the stabilization into Beta Antilio. Stabilize jump point. And get that underway here. We also probably want to build some more deep space tracking stations. Taking the freighters. New alien race detected in Wolf 359. What kind of race are we dealing with in Wolf 359? Ooh, I haven't faced these guys before. This is going to be interesting. Okay, Wolf 359 detected. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found the Star Swarm. I have never found these guys in any of my... and I've got the American flag. In any of my games I've ever played. We need to run as fast as possible out of that system. And I need to start ordering up some more ships to be produced. Okay, this system is now off limits. Like 100% off limits. You are going to go to our Centaurian and resupply. I'm going to make sure that this is excluding alien-controlled systems. We are not going to alien-controlled systems. So the Star Swarm will eat and they will come towards us. So this direction, that's right next to Tau Ceti. I really wanted Tau Ceti. What other systems are in this area? Really good systems as well. We need to build up our naval forces and we need to have a lot of defense platforms if we're going to be able to beat that. I'm going to order up... mine layers might be able to do it, but I'm going to order up 3 more Achilles-class destroyers to be built. As well as another Lysander. We're going to get as many destroyers as we possibly can produce out of this, and I think we need a bigger design to be able to deal with this. So they're going to have a lot of small crafts, and that's going to be very, very dangerous for us. Oh, yeah, okay, they are hostile. I think this crew's dead. Yep, that's a lot of ships, so that is a lot. Ho ho ho, they're all small vessels as well. Are they moving away? No, they've boarded us. They've boarded. Crew's fighting for their lives against swarm warriors right now. They are. They're probably going to be slaughtered here. Yeah, they're slaughtered, and we lost the ship. Okay, we're quarantining that system. We need to have significant defense platforms. I'm going to design a new vessel. We need large carronades of some description. Plasma carronade, 30 centimeter carronades will do me fine. On our monitors, we have, I think, is it 10 centimeters or 15 centimeters? I forget. Well, these are going to be big boy carronades, and we're going to... Well, actually, do I want lasers for tracking? What speed did we detect them going? Wolf 359. No, they seem to have changed their template, probably because they now took that ship. Known ship classes. They're going an observed speed of 9,000 kilometers per second. So that is the target to beat. So I'm going to create a new design. We're going to make a turret. I'm going to make laser turrets because we do not have the engine tech speed to be able to deal with that yet. So 20 centimeter ultraviolet laser turrets. Now these should be relatively squishy enemy ships. So we're going to create a 20 centimeter turret prototype. And then we're going to create a turret design. And we're going to create quad turrets. With a tracking speed of 9,000 kilometers per second. 1,500 tons per. That gives us 10 damage. Yeah, let's go for it. So we will do prototype. And then we're going to put this on basically an orbital platform and then kind of stick it on the side. But we're going to need, again, a bigger naval shipyard to do so. So laser turrets. Research. Issue weapons. Laser focal size. Did we not research that? Yes, we didn't. We usually need the laser then. We will research the 20 centimeter laser. Create. And then we will get that underway immediately. So I've never faced these guys before. I'm going to imagine they're going to be pretty goddamn difficult to beat. Let's go for 20 centimeter laser. Get underway immediately. We are going to also order up a crap ton more ordnance. I'm going to order up 1,000 more rounds of Bravo 1. So, because they're going much faster than us, as long as we can keep them at a jump point, we should be okay. However, they're going to start moving out of that system potentially, and that's going to be a real issue. So, I'm going to get ahead of this. 61 Cygni. So this is the system of Beta Antilliae. Okay? Beta Antilliae. So we are going to put everything on this defensive point. And in fact, I'm also going to potentially order up another big deep space defense station to have ships in the AO immediately. They shouldn't be able to leave their system just yet, I think. But still, this is very scary. We are going to guard this jump point as much as we possibly can. We'll see if we can push past that frontier to maybe Tau Ceti. If we can push Tau Ceti and then border up that area, that would be ideal. But yeah, they want to eat. Those swarm forces want to eat. That is for sure. True sight. Let's go and explore through a jump point. Oh, this system has a lot of jump points. Research survey completed in Gamma Carinae. Of the Reliance go to jump point 2. Again, rough situation at the moment for us. We've got a lot of enemies on our list, and unlike the Rackers or the Swarm, they will come after us. They don't know where we are yet, but they will come after us. Okay, we're going to order up another 3 Ares frigates immediately. The Invincible. We're also going to do some names from you guys. So, Makara, the HMS Makara. The HMS, I like Warlock, but the HMS O'Chain. So we're going to order both those up. Okay, we need to keep expanding our fleet numbers as much as possible. I believe I was going to move those frigates over to San Martin, but we're currently maintaining additional tonnage here, I think. Yeah, we are. Well, at least Basilisk is getting a decent amount of automated mines, which is good. Found a system of Sigma Cephi. It looks largely uninhabitable. Eta Cassiope. Nitrogen Oxygen World. Decent amount of oxygen, decent nitrogen. This could have an NPR in it. But we're heading back anyway. I'm going to order the Hephaestus or San Martin in overhaul. Maintenance, 0.34. Have you leave overhaul, and I'm going to have you go to Alpha Centauri and refuel, resupply, really. I'll take you some time, but you'll speed up. 3 inactive facilities on Griffin. We need to get a better beam fang draw range. We need better engines as well. That's for sure. If we're going to be able to beat those enemy ships. I mean, our missiles should be able to do okay. It's just going to be a question of, you know, if we'll have the numbers. And ideally, we would deal with those enemy ships as quickly as possible. Because what those swarm ships are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, what they're going to do is eat everything. Okay, they're going to eat absolutely everything, and that is going to cause a real problem in terms of that side of the galaxy might just be completely eaten away in terms of minerals, in terms of population. That causes a dilemma of which we need to probably sort out. Let's begin overhauling. San Martin's doing okay. We need more population that we can actually support here, though. And yeah, I would love to get some more shipping capabilities if possible. We are getting cloaking though for some reason. Well, you know, might be useful. As an idea, Artemis is now orbiting Griffin. Good to see. Oh yes, and also something else I'm going to do. Oh, we found 8100 Conus. This planet has oxygen and nitrogen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start firing at Admiralty. Because these guys, you are getting replaced. Because you allowed that ship to explode. You're getting retired immediately. We actually see our retired and dead officers in here. Some of them would have died in action from this. And we're going to promote you. You're getting promoted to the highest rank possible. As a replacement for whatever the hell happened over there. Research commercial nuclear gas core engines for the commercial ship that we were talking about. And now I'm going to finish off the jump drive efficiency. And then we'll go into probably trying to get my neoplasma drives. Well, no, ion drives, that is. But what this will allow us to then do is once we have our extra shipyard, it will allow us to build those smaller... or build the better ships. Which is what I want. So if we go to freighters, we're going to retool capacity. Oh yeah, we can build the A version. Fantastic. And I'm going to order up 3 of those to be built after the 3 additional freighters are finished up here. Are those the C version? Oh, no. We don't want the C version. Bad. Complete task. I don't want to have more colonists. I do not need more colonists. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, those 3 will be built. They'll be done March next year. And they will have the newer efficiency on their engines to conserve fuel as needed. Focus on mines completed at Griffin. I'm then going to use this capacity to build another commercial shipyard. And there we go. And then we got a new naval shipyard as well. I'm going to probably retool capacity upgrade this to 5,000 tons. And that's where we're going to build our larger defense platforms, I think. Do we have the laser yet? Laser energy weapons. You should do. So if I go to turret design, 3cm ultraviolet laser, we're going to go for quad turrets. And do I want to be able to split between multiple different targets? I mean, I would think 2 shots from a laser turret should probably work pretty well. 735 tons. So that will give be able to 2 shots per target. So then we're fighting against small targeted enemy forces. That should work for me just fine. So we're going to create that design. I'm going to get that underway into research immediately. I'm going to remove a bunch of labs here. And get that 20cm laser done. We're not going to use carronades, I think, for that. I think I'd rather have the laser turrets because they will allow more accurate, concentrated firepower. Okay, we're going to stabilize on Beta Antillier on the other side. Now, obviously, this is somewhat of a risk, but I want to do this so that I can then mine and secure, at the very least, I want to secure these 3 systems away from this system. If we can secure this system, I'd be very happy, but obviously that is not going to be the most possible outcome. What I need is mine layers. Once we've stabilized the other side of the jump point, I need some mine layers to begin sending over what we need. We also should have all those additional harvesters in Age of Andromeda. Yes, we do. They are filling up their fuel supplies. We need a tanker to be able to go and transport all that fuel. So I'm going to grab our shipyards. Let's just, first off, let's just put these all together, like Lego bricks. Boop, 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 boop. And with the multi-air, they are now harvesting a total of, how much fuel? 16.3 million litres of fuel. So we're going to put these under, I'm going to put these into Fate Fleet, Logistics, HH Andromeda, harvesters. And that diversifies our fuel economy. Oh, I just need to, actually, it's industrial, isn't it? And then we want to assign this for production. Okay, assignment. And then this also should be on production as well. There we go. That should get us a lot more fuel going. Put these under here. Rename this to Harvester Group 2. And then we need to get some tankers to move that. So we harvest 16.3 million litres, which is going to mean we're needing... And our Arethusa can transport a total of about 5 million litres of fuel, so we need to do that every 90 days, I would say. But for now, what I'm going to have you do is go to the system, go over to here, you're going to refuel from stationary tankers, head back to Alpha Centauri, transfer the fuel to the colony, and then cycle those orders until that is down to 0. It takes about 45 days to go between. So yeah, I would say about 90 days, that would be like 3 times a year. I think that's more than enough for the amount of fuel they're going to be moving past, moving up and down as part of the fuel shipments. But yeah, that at least diversifies some of our fuel economy somewhat. And Basilisk is really starting to get a lot of mining stations now, and should we start harvesting a lot of fuel. We're going to need that tritanium if we're going to start using missile, or you're going to use missiles a lot. Then San Martin, we're also starting to harvest a lot because we are using mines, though we need more infrastructure on the planet, that is for sure. We also have no maintenance supplies. I need to set up a regular maintenance shipment. So this guy is going to be moved onto here, and this is going to be for our fuel transport. And then I need to set up a regular shipment of supplies. So... you really this needs to be a lot quicker. So I'm going to go to 61 Cygni. Concentrating supplies, head back to Alpha Centauri, and then refuel, and we'll set up a more regular route, because that's taking way too long. The S1... Oh my god, the fighter just exploded. Oh, because they keep... You know what bloody happens? They keep trying to maintain... to overhaul. Yeah, all the survey ships just start overhauling here. Oh my fucking... And they will just do it to the nearest one, won't they? Okay, you all need to leave overhaul. I'm sure there's a way I can fix this. Flags. Access destination for maybe. I'd like to... How about we turn that off? Access destination for automated refuel. Do not access destination for automated refuel. Settings auto Alpha Centauri. Refuel resupply. Begin overhaul. Okay. Centauri. Refuel resupply. Begin overhaul. That's why we just had a bloody fighter blow up. Because we don't have the maintenance capacity for it. Just absolute joke. We need another button for that in that screen. I'm gonna suggest that on the forums. That is for sure. We can overhaul Alpha Centauri. We resupply. We can overhaul. Okay. That'll take some time to move over, but they'll speed up. There's those aliens in HH Andromedae. Luckily, we have the HMS Apollo in the area. This is why we had the Apollo in the area, though you are heavily over your deployment time, and we need to probably bring you back home. I'm going to order the Artemis to go and relieve the Apollo. But the Apollo, before it's done, will detach its fighters, actives on, head towards the contact, and get ready to open fire. Yeah, we are in missile range. Prepare to open fire. I think 1/4 of our launches will probably be enough for this. 30? No, half of our launches will be enough for this, I think. Assign fleet. Open fire, firing control, assign fleet. Oh, I need to make sure that there's sync fire on. There we go. Did we fire? Weapon, did I turn off weapons? No? Max 0 kilometers. Oh, I need to actually assign the missiles. That might be a good idea, to actually assign the missiles, because otherwise we can't fire. Missiles away. Ceasefire. And missiles are going to start streaming in here. Towards the target. Should be an easy splash for the fighter squadron. Yep. And boom. Enemy ship destroyed after 18 penetrating hits. And successful splash for the strike fighter squadron. Head back to the Apollo. And have the Apollo head back to Griffin to refuel, resupply, and then begin an overhaul. Fantastic. Again, this is why we have defenses for our harvesters. In fact, I probably want to put some orbital defense platforms here at some point. We are building a bunch of balladeers now, so we're going to start getting those shipped over. So we should have a bunch of these balladeer vessels. Now, how long is the deployment time on these? 30 years, and they have a 30-year maintenance life. So I'm going to order all of these. I'm going to order... What's the range on these guns? 144,000 kilometers. Yeah, these are very much just you sit behind the jump point, right? So I'm gonna keep these here for now, but we will probably ship them. We'll probably ship them to the Tau Ceti arm for the swarm. There's a lot of them. They can shoot a lot of different ships, and they can soak fire, so that's kind of going to be the purpose. But I want a larger, orbital defense platform. for this kind of situation, right? I'd much rather have like a deep space like maintenance station here, and then just have one of these big maintenance guns, and it's got a long enough range they can just slam anything that gets too close. That's kind of what I want. So yeah, I think that's where I'll leave the episode off. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. A little bit of a shorter episode today. Hope you yeah, scary times. We have met these guys, which they have the wrong image, but they are going to cause us a lot of problems. That is for sure. So I'll see you guys next time. As I said, goodbye.